Excuse the lighting in here because I didn't turn on the other light. But anyway, I don't feel like doing it right now. Girl, just being lazy today. It's my day off, bitch. Okay, fuck all that. Say what you gotta say. Anyway, I just really wanted to pop on here for one quick second. Second gone. A little bit, because if y'all don't know, the Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming on for the brand new season this Sunday. And just to let y'all know, for those that do watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, it's not coming on tomorrow. It's just a episode that's doing a little recap of Marceau and Tisha's relationship, the same way that they did in the season last year, or I should say last season with Martell and Melody. Just a recap of, their ups and downs and stuff. So it's not a real official episode. So don't look for a review. Will be the reason why you don't have one. But I just really wanted to just get on here and talk about this for a second, because at this point, I'm just not understanding. And take this from a person that I don't have a favorite housewife. I really don't have an issue with any of the housewives. Just about every one of them has something that, has annoyed me at one point in time or another. But when it comes down to it, like when it really, really comes down to it, I don't have a favorite. I'm not biased towards anybody. I don't care if I've known you longer. I just look at the situation at hand. And sometimes what I do as well, and this is probably why I'm putting it in this way, in my opinion, is the way that it is because I try to put myself in that type of situation that would make a person feel a certain way about them, or you know what it is. But this whole situation with Kandi and Phaedra, we get this conversation that keeps coming back up like every other freaking month. When Real Housewives of Atlanta start coming around, and it's kind of like beating a dead horse. This whole thing of if, Kandi is on the show and Phaedra comes back, Kandi is going to go, but the higher ups don't want her to go. Obviously, it's, and I know people want to talk about this whole thing about Kandi having the control, Kandi having so much power, Kandi having this and all this stuff. I mean, you see what happened to Nene. Okay, Nene had a lot of control allegedly, and the motherfuckers at the higher ups, they truly let her ass go. Okay, they didn't pacify her, they didn't do nothing. They just said, "Fuck it, bitch, you can go." Okay, because we're not gonna put up with this shit. Now, if the people in the higher ups, I honestly feel if they truly wanted Phaedra to come back, they would have made a way for Phaedra to come back. But at the same time, and what prompted this today is because I saw a snippet of Carlos King, and y'all know Carlos King used to work on the Real Housewives of Atlanta back in the day, when it was like the golden era. And what I mean, when they had all the good people that we really, really liked on there, that gave us some good quality stuff, but he was on there having a little conversation with Sheree, because Sheree is on this season, which I'm glad that she is. I like Sheree for the most part. I feel as though every woman that's on the cast brings a different element, and they're needed. I really say that. But when it comes down to this situation with Phaedra, had Phaedra not done what she did to get her put off the show, I would have been fine with her being on the show. Okay. But, Carlos and Sheree having this conversation, and Carlos basically like, I understand the situation that happened between Phaedra and Kandi, but put it out there that basically if Phaedra comes on the show, Kandi is not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, should a person have that much control? It ain't about control. And I know some people gonna be like, oh yeah, she do. But like I said, if the higher ups really wanted Phaedra on the show, they wouldn't give a damn about what Kandi felt. Okay, if they felt like it really would be good for ratings or whatever, and entertainment and all that stuff, and they don't have a moral compass, which we see sometimes on Bravo that they don't, okay, they would have put that girl on the show. And if Kandi would have walked, Kandi would have just had to walk, okay? That's just what it would have been, And I can see all the ways of it, but my whole thing is like, a lot of the a lot of the talk that I'm seeing is people saying, well, she just needs to suck it up and just let her be on the show or whatever. And even Sheree said the same thing. Sheree was like, I mean, yeah, it's kind of messed up that somebody has that much control or whatever, but this is a reality show and we should put it all on reality, put it all on the TV. It'll be a betterment for the season, for the show, whatever. And my whole thing is this. I found that to be truly disgusting, because it just goes to show how people take light of these accusations. Now, I guaranteed you, if Kandi, would y'all feel the same way if this Kandi was a man and she was being accused of rape or whatever, sexual misconduct? Because it's like people keep trying to make excuses for what Phaedra did and put it to the side. Phaedra made a big ass offense, okay? Phaedra crossed a big ass line, in my opinion. And clearly what I said is my opinion, all right? And this is coming from somebody who liked Phaedra. Phaedra was a goddamn mess, and Phaedra was funny to me. I don't care what nobody say. You can dislike the bitch for whatever reason, but I'm going to call it out. Phaedra was funny to me. I did like the girls' dynamic when she was on the show, but when she did what she did, I think it was in season 9, and she basically put out that whole situation implying that Kandi was a sexual predator / rapist or whatever, drugging people, and had Portia going along with it. That was fucked up. That was fucked up. You do not do that. We live in a day and age where we always say if you falsely accuse somebody, something should happen to the person who falsely accused somebody of doing something so vile like that. And then you get on national TV and you do that so publicly where millions of eyes are looking at, and then it's going to be replaying and replaying and replaying and replaying. So therefore the person is reliving the fact that somebody that they thought was cool with them at one point put out this nasty ass rumor, or help put out this nasty ass rumor, calling them a sexual predator. We live in a day and age that is not good for a person's reputation. We don't play with that. And the fact that people are giving her passes over that and saying, oh, well, that happened this long ago, Kandi should get over it. Bitch, I kid you the fuck not. I'm a petty ass bitch. I'm a petty ass bitch. You can do some of the smallest shit to me, and depending on what it is, I don't have to forgive you for shit. But this is a sexual assault type of situation. These are strong ass allegations, implications, and all of that shit. And people are basically saying that Kandi should fucking get over it for the betterment of the show. Bitch, in what fucking reality? Let's put this in the real world, because now we're seeing where it's coming from. And for Carlos to bring it up and to make it seem as if it's about the control situation, who will really want to film with somebody who accused him of being a sexual predator and be okay with that? In real life, if somebody accused you, or if somebody did something to you on that level, would you want to be in their presence all the time, or would you want to see something happen to them? It's like this reality show type of shit just like, I don't know, people get too invested, and you can say I'm invested too, but I'm invested for the simple fact that this just doesn't make sense, how people don't see that the severity of what Phaedra did could have affected Kandi, and probably did. And we can take the celebrity factor out of it. We can take the reality factor out of it, TV or whatever. Like I said, if this happened to you, would you want to be around that person who accused you and put this out here and have people looking at you and questioning your character? Questioning your character, implying that you could have possibly, and putting it in the back of your mind that, oh, it's a possibility that you could have, because you are sexual in nature. You do have sex toys, or, when hold these allegations that happened with T.I. and Tiny, because she's cool with that. Now people thinking like, is Kandi involved in that? Because that did come up on the show, and this is this. You see how that just keeps on affecting the person's reputation and all that shit? It's a constant fucking reminder. And I know people can be like, well, oh, she don't have to film with the girl. So what? But see, here's the thing. Bravo has a history of looking past shit for the betterment of a show, as they say, the betterment of a show. Because these corporations and these TV shows and these networks, they're all about the ratings, and that's practically what what's that girl? That's practically what Sheree said. And that's practically what Carlos is trying to do. Oh, because, and I like Carlos too, because I support his other shows as well. But I'm just not here for this one. Okay? I'm just not here for this take on it. Like, we got to put shit to the side and just get to the ratings so we can make the show good. Put to the side that this person crossed a fucking line, a major line, for the sake of some ratings, so it can bring in viewership, so it can bring in people talking about the show. Bitch, Real Housewives of Atlanta don't need all of that, because we gonna tune in regardless. Even if a person leaves that was a big part of the show, people still tune in. Real Housewives of Atlanta is one of the highest in the whole Real Housewives franchises that we look at. And we look forward to, regardless of if we talk shit about it, regardless of if people say they're not going to watch because a certain person that they favored is not on there no more, people still end up watching it. It still be the most talked about franchise, city out of the whole franchise. Okay? We've had the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Yeah, they became popular this past season because of the Erica Jane drama. We wanted to see what was going on with that. You know what I'm saying? And afterwards, I don't think people still gonna tune in, but it ain't that much hype around it. I mean, you got that issue with Garcelle and Erica and all that, but other than that, ain't nobody really tuning in. What's the big draw? This season on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we're trying to see what the cast shakeup is going to be like. The fact that Portia's not there, the fact that we got a new girl that's there, Sonya, bitch, y'all know Tanya. Bitch, Tanya really booked it, okay? Do you realize that? Tanya said, y'all ain't finna call me out on that bolo shit, even though I probably did get my little sucked off or whatever. You ain't gonna call me out and put me in there, even though I already put myself in there. So before you can question me, deuces, bitch. I said, goddamn, Tim, you couldn't stand the fire. You couldn't stand the fire. That will forever be funny to me. The way that she just jetted the fuck up out of there. But, you got that, Portia gone, Nene gone. Now we got Marlo having a peach, and people probably want to know if people gonna tune in. We don't need fake drama or unnecessary drama, this old ass shit to rehash for some fucking, TV or whatever. And then that's exactly what it would have been. You're talking about for the betterment of the show and for the viewership. What are we going to be tuning in to see Kandi and Phaedra do? They're not going to interact with each other, because even if Kandi was to let up and be like, okay, you know what? She could be on the show, but I'm not going to film with her. We're not going to get any scenes from her. We're not even going to get no fireworks between them two. We're probably not going to get them saying nothing even on the trips. Okay? And they're probably going to be in a clause to say, this person can't be by this person. So what would be the point? It'll still be like the bitch ain't on the show. What fucking thing is Phaedra doing? What is her storyline? We don't care about Apollo. We don't care about this mortuary shit. What else can she bring to the show that we actually care to see at this point? Because we have not been keeping up with her since she left. So it's like, what would she bring? Okay? And I said the same thing about Sheree. Sheree got Tyrone. But Sheree is an OG. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're okay with her coming back. But I don't know. I just don't understand how people don't see why that I don't get it. Like, sometimes we gotta put our money hungry aspect and aspirations to the fucking side and be a fucking morals. Like, where the morals and integrity at? I don't want to be on no goddamn show or involved with somebody that fucking accused me of being a sexual goddamn predator. And now, like I said, Bravo has had a history of doing this shit. Letting people like, bitch, you fuck up and I'm going to reward you by letting you still film on here, and I'm going to pay you. That's what it is. And I know people probably like, well, it's been a few years. She been punished enough because she ain't been getting paid. I don't give a fuck. That is something that you don't cross. Sexual allegations is something that you don't cross, especially if they're false. Do you know how many people's lives get ruined with a lot of sexual false allegations like that on a daily? People going to jail for no fucking reason. People getting killed for no fucking reason. And I know this is like being on an extreme, but I'm trying to put it in a real perspective to understand, to hit home. And I know it's still going to be people like, so the fuck what? Kandi boring, Kandi this, Kandi that. Granted, to be honest, we can say that about just about every housewife, okay? Because they have their moments where they absolutely have nothing going on. And I just be sitting here like, okay. And y'all want to know what? I'm actually honestly looking forward to seeing what Kenya gonna bring. Y'all know, like, Kenya ain't never really been my favorite like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't have a favorite, like, Kenya ain't been the one that really gets me going or whatever. But for some reason, like, this season, like, I actually kind of liked her last season too. I kind of softened up on her last season. This season, I hope I'm actually gonna like her. And I feel like I just might. Not gonna be Teen Twirl because I'm not Teen anybody. But just know when you watch my reviews, because y'all know that I'm going to review it like I always do, just know you don't have to wonder whether or not am I going to be biased toward this person, biased toward that, because I never do that in any of my reviews. I don't get paid by any of these ladies. I don't have any contact with any of these ladies. And that's my thing when it comes to like reality TVs. I even tweeted this. Like, I'm scared to try to get close to people on reality TV. Not that I'm fiending to do that or whatever, because people on reality TV, when you review their shows and you become cool with them, it's like they want you, from what I've seen certain times, they want you to automatically be on their side all the time. They don't want you to call them out on their shit when they said something fucked up or they did something fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And then once you do that, and especially after they know that that's how you are, you're not a biased person, you're still going to call them out. You're not going to kiss their ass. And it's then, fuck you. Okay? And I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that wishy-washy shit. I ain't got time trying to be close to nobody and have to be on my P's and Q's and can't say what it is that I want to say without the fear of, fucking with your feelings and, oh, you not going to talk to me. Bitch, if you want to be cool with me because you cool with me. Okay? And understand the fact that, bitch, you don't get no goddamn pass. You don't get no goddamn pass, bitch. If you say some fucked up shit and do some fucked up shit, I am going to call it out. Okay? And that's just all that it is. All right? I don't know how people do it who are cool with people on reality shows and keep it authentic. And I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not talking about anybody in specific. I'm just talking about in general, because that'd be a hard fate to have. That'd be hard to do I've been there. I've been there one time. And baby, that shit bit me in the fucking ass, okay? Because I was being myself, and me and that person is no longer as cool as we were before, okay? So that's, bitch, I got PTSD from that shit. So I just want this to be, let y'all understand, like, ain't no bias shit coming from here. So y'all don't need to be putting that shit up on there. I ain't got a favorite. I'm the type of person that like to see both sides. I can see both sides of anything. I will give you, I understand why she may feel this way, because this and this and this. And I understand why this person might feel this way. Same thing with Phaedra and Kandi. Like, I can understand how some of the fans feel like, okay, well, all this time has passed. Let's get over it and go ahead and let her film. But at the same time, it's a sexual assault allegation. And it was a false one that was used for a storyline. She used that for her storyline. And that's something that can affect the person's whole life for a while. Shit like that just don't go away. So I see both sides. I understand it, but it's just like the way people are downplaying it that just bothered me, that prompted me to, and sometimes it can't always be about views. It can't always be about rating. It can't always be about money. Sometimes we have to have that real life moral integrity, okay? That's what it needs to be about. Put yourself in that situation, in that person's situation. And that's what I do sometimes, and that's where some of my opinions be coming from. And I just overall, just let it go. Just let it go. if Phaedra really wanted to be on TV, I honestly feel as though she could have got her show. Okay, she could have got her show somewhere on another network if that's really what she was aiming for. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if she really aiming for something like that. Who knows if she truly wants to be back on the show like that? You know, so I don't know. And with all this shit, Bravo, you need to get your shit together too. Because again, you have a history of letting shit pass. Y'all let Michael Darby stay on this bitch, and it's documented proof that he done some foul ass shit. Okay? Whereas Phaedra just said some false ass shit. This motherfucker has done some foul ass shit, and it's been documented. Okay? Heavily. And y'all let him stay on the show. I don't know if he was getting paid. Bitch, don't bring him back on Real Housewives of Potomac. Him and Ashley is done. We don't need to see his ass no more. Please don't. Ashley, take y'all visitation visits behind the cameras. Okay, we don't need to see that nigga no more. We didn't want to see him in the first place. Let that shit go. It's over. It's done with, bitch. Okay? And Bravo, what y'all really need to be worried about this whole situation with Nene, because at this point, the way that y'all acting, and the way that the Real Housewives of Atlanta lady has to go out there and do their own promo stills and their photo shoots because y'all ain't giving them the budget like y'all been giving everybody else the budget, and them the ones that has been holding this motherfucking franchise down and getting people invested and wanting to watch. Bitch, everybody and their mama watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. Some people here and there watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Honestly, I feel like the highest that everybody watches, just about everybody watches, is Real Housewives of Atlanta, number one, and then Real Housewives of New Jersey. Okay? Because everybody, whether they like her or love her, dislike her or love her, they gonna tune in for Teresa. Because, baby, let me tell you something. Teresa brought the drama. Teresa can't never admit when she wrong about shit. Teresa can't never apologize. Y'all have to admit that shit. That bitch can never apologize for nothing, okay? You can't call her out when she wrong. You know what I'm saying? The family drama that happened. Oh, my God. When Real Housewives of New Jersey first came on, baby, the family drama. Remember when they had the cousins on there? I said, why y'all doing this? And honestly, if it wasn't for Teresa, they wouldn't have no storyline. They would not have no storyline, some of them. Margaret this season, bitch, she all up in Teresa business, okay? Why you care what her man doing? Why you care what her man doing? Even though I feel like he a fraud, let her do that. Let her do that, okay? But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. All right, just help me understand, okay? But ooh, hold on. Okay, it's time for me to go. What's coming on tonight? Love and Marriage Huntsville is not coming on tomorrow. Love After Lockup tonight. But yeah, let's discuss it down in the comments. And please, just fully explain yourself, but be respectful when you do it, okay? And I'll see y'all later. Peace.